Next, we're going to bring Tia Songbird up. Make some noise for Tia Songbird.
How y'all doing today? My name is Tia Songbird, your favorite bird that's always bringing the word. I've been in this music industry for, I don't want to tell my age. I've been in this music industry for 27 years. I've been an artist, singer, songwriter, entertainer for 27 years. I've been an independent artist for 11 years. Within those 11 years, I've performed about 300 times and all over the city, like all over Chicago. Actually, earlier last year in April, because I'm hard-headed, because I love what I do. But as Sis was speaking earlier, when the Most High send you somewhere to do some work, you got to go do your work. But when the Most High say, okay, you're done with that part, I need you to go here, you got to go there. That's right. And I was meditating on it in April of last year. And my biggest dreams I always wanted as an artist before I became an independent artist was I want to make it in my city. I want my city to know who I am. I want my city to say Tia Songbird. And as I was meditating last year, I heard, you already made it in your city. And it didn't dawn on me that you made it in your city. You are known all over town. The DJs know your name. The promoters know your name. The artists know your name. The people in the city know your name. You go out in public, ain't you Tia Songbird? Let's see us up. You made it in your city, but in my mind, I didn't make it the way that I felt I wanted to make it in my city. And I performed everywhere, all around this city. Atlanta, North Carolina, Wisconsin, Indiana, in clubs, theaters. I've been on a lot of plays and, things like that. I've sung at birthday parties, weddings, funerals, R&B, hip-hop, gospel, pop, classical, because that's how I was trained. Some shows, it was paid, but not so much. As an independent artist, getting paid gigs is short of existence if you don't have a large following or a fan base. I've been paid 20 times out of the 300 times that I've been an artist just based off my talent. That's a 6.67% rate I've been compensated for servicing a platform. Pretty low rate, right? And I'm a dope artist too.
That's right.
But we ain't gonna speak on that today. I'm a dope. I bring it when I bring it.
That's my sis.
Considering all the other expenses, time, and efforts that I invest in my artistry, people don't know in the background. As an independent artist, I do a lot in the background to ensure that I'm putting out. So, for example, studio time, $50 to $70 per hour. A minimum of 2 hours is needed to record this song and mix it, and master is not included for each song. Promo and marketing. Prices vary depending on the package that's needed and the duration to run this package. $100 or more. Venues. Most of the time, artists got to pay to get in the door, the parking lot first. Hold on, let's go to the parking lot first. We got to pay at the parking lot first. Then, when we get to the door, we got to pay. And then, sometimes, to even hit that stage, we have to pay. That's $20 to $30. And we perform it 2, 3, 4, 5 times a week. And we do this because we do want to gain the following. We do want to gain the supporters and the fans. We do want to show who we are and what we're bringing. Let's just say if an artist need more publicity to perform on a much larger platform, $300 to $1,000 is what you get in charge. Artist development. Prices vary depending on what it is that you need as an artist, but it's in the hundreds and not the low hundreds, the top hundreds. Let's not exclude the copyright, publishing, distribution, wardrobe, videos, dancers, props. Let's not exclude those things that we do as an artist in the background. These are some of the important things that an artist pay for out of pocket, no handout. And not that it's a complaint for us investing in ourselves, but we're independent contractors. We come to service a platform with entertainment. We should be paid for that.
Thanks.
You shouldn't worry about my paperwork. You ain't went to check McDonald's paperwork. You ain't check Burger King paperwork. You ain't check no liquor license, but you buying it, you drinking it, you eating it, you getting fed. Just like when the artists come out to perform, you getting fed. Luckily, out of all of them performances, I paid 10 times, but I stopped. I stopped paying because I noticed my worth as an independent contractor. I invest in my business financially. I've taken vocal lessons for 5 years, artist development, learning step by step through trials and error of the business, and I still don't know everything, and I'm still working as an artist learning the business. Why? Because, like I said, ain't no handouts. Nobody's going to sit down and say, look, other than Lexi, I love you, Lexi, but nobody's going to sit you down and say, hey, you need to get this paperwork in order. Hey, you need to do this over here. Hey, you a dope artist. I feel like you got what I need. I'm going to help you out. Ain't no handouts as an artist. Unless, like Lakeisha said, you clicked up. I'm an artist, I'm a singer, and it's so looked down on. But let me break it down to you as a singer, and GS the brand can attest to this. So can Sis attest to this. We use our whole body to sing. We use our heads. We use our face. We use our diaphragm. We have to stand in a certain position. You might not see it, but we know this. We use our whole face to sing. We use our breath. We need breath. If I say, how you doing today? How you doing today? That's breath. And I'm up here and I'm dancing. I'm moving around. I'm interacting with the crowd. That takes skill. That takes skill.
In the nighttime.
So I'm an instrument. I am an instrument on this stage performing. I'm not going to say that it hindered my career because I have met some dope people, but it didn't help as much as I would like it. But I did make it in my city. I made it in my city. A lot of work and finances is invested in being an independent artist. But I do hear all the time, you're not serious about your career if you don't invest in yourself. Or if you can't fund your career, you shouldn't be doing it. Or I'm giving you a platform, you should be grateful. And all of that is true. I just showed you how we invest in our career, right, as independent contractors. But I'm servicing your platform.
That's right. That's a sales pitch.
You can't tell me that I'm not worth what I'm bringing.
Okay.
All that means is you're not serious if you're not putting money in my pocket for me to pay my overheads, for me to pay the club owners, for me to pay my bills. We don't care nothing about your bills. This is what you want to do. And my reply always, so who told you to be a promoter? Who told you to throw shows? But we invest a lot, as I aforementioned, and all of those funds we invest in doing other shows can be invested in our own platforms, honestly. We're all independent contractors. I'm not taking nothing from no one. DJs, artists, promoters, but only 2/3 get paid. Not so much as the 1/3. Most artists are burnt out within 2 years financially trying to catch the wind of a merry-go-round, honestly. We're just going around in circles. We're going around in circles with really no real publicity. And sometimes if you've been doing it for a long time, you got the same people in the building. There's no publicity. And most of the time it be mainly artists, depending on if they book 20 to 30 artists to come out and perform. That is your crowd. And I'm going to take accountability. You understand me? Because we do need to bring out our own crowds. But you gave me this platform to perform to build my fan base. Well, my fan base when I need them. You the promoter. Artists are promoters too. Let's not forget that. As an artist, we promoters as well. We don't get paid for that. I witnessed some great artists drop out because they couldn't afford to continue without a profit. Life happens. And I don't want nobody to feel sorry for me. That's why I never posted it. You know what I'm saying? But just like last year, I'm talking about I'm going. House caught on fire. Boom. Lost everything. Did anybody that I service their platforms really reach out to me and say, hey, what you need? I want to build you back up because I think you dope. I'm not going to start crying up here because how my heart is, I don't care. Business is business, and I understand that. But I look at us as a family, and if you was going through that, I would have built you back up. Why? Because I thought you were dope. It don't matter what level you on. I don't care if you just started and your piano sound, I'm going to sit there till we catch the wind. You understand me? Till we catch it. But the weight of an unbalanced scale is too heavy of a burden, and life happens. Trying to stay afloat in your personal life while trying to uphold your career is a heavy burden. This is why we need help. This is why we're coming to you, because we need change. We need a budget to build our own platforms, to build our fan bases and support systems so that we can continuously build revenue as we grow our businesses and our careers. R&B and hip hop, a lot of people look down on it and shine on it because they don't understand the message. You know, everybody has a way of expressing themselves. And being judgmental will make you miss the message. And it's very relatable and it's entertaining. I opened up a part of my heart in this open door panel discussion. Y'all see my vibe? Yeah. Okay. Yes. Based upon my views and personal experiences and the cries that I've heard from many other artists. Hopefully, I've painted a vivid enough picture of why we're reaching out to you, and hopefully you consider us worthy of working with us and showing us that way. I don't know all there is to know about the Musicians Union, only that you have the power to make the music industry work for the artist, but I am open to learning more about what it is that you do and how you do it and how can I be a part of that. And depending on the alignment of that, will determine us coming into union. Y'all hear the vibes? I'm telling you, it's just in me. It's just in me. That will depend on us coming into union, though. But that's all I have to say right now. That's all I have to say. Hopefully, I painted a great enough picture for everybody to see what we do experience as artists, promoters, and DJs. And hopefully we can grow forward. Any questions? Don't ask me no hard questions.
Yeah, you know, ask a hard one.
Yes.
Hopefully not too hard of a question, but what do you think about the issue in Chicago music and pretty much every city across the country? Curators not wanting to, they don't want to pay artists because they're taking all the risk, right? Whether they book a showcase, 4 artists, 8, 12, and maybe they're bringing in 100 to 200 people, whether that's Reggie's, Shuba's, you know.
Who's bringing in those many people?
Well, I mean, it's a combination of the artist and the promoter, but I guess my question is, how do we solve the issue of curators not wanting to pay artists up front for showcases? You know, because they think they're taking all the risk, and then they don't want to pay artists.
I mean, if you think,
that's what I've been through.
The first thing is, so you gotta know mind games too. The first thing is, you chose to take that risk when you booked me as an artist. So that has nothing to do with me servicing your platform. You know, so there's really no risk taking. I'm here, I'm performing. It depends on what artist too. I don't know. I just believe that the artists need their own platforms now. We need that. We need that. Because we need some type of direction as artists. Because we would. That's what I'm saying. That's why it hit me last year like you made it in yourself. Because I was just going because I love what I do.
Yep.
It's because I love what I do. Yep. And I actually got told to go there. You have to go to the clubs now. Because I was doing the plays and I was doing the theaters. And I didn't want to come to the clubs. But my vocal coach like, no, it's time because you have a story to tell. You got to go out there and you got to tell that story. They need to hear the story. And when I got in there, the story got so good, I'm just experiencing. You know, and I had to stop because I was going off the path of my purpose. So, hi.
So what was the recording process like for your latest album?
I haven't created an album yet because it's a certain type of direction I want to. But as far as recording my music, right now, I'm more on the internal spiritual level.
What inspired you to start making music?
My mom inspired, she actually forced me, and I rebelled against it for a long time because she was so pushy, like, no, you gotta do it, you gotta do it. And it was my mom and Whitney Houston. I love Whitney Houston. But she sung to me and she made me sing and she took me to church and made me sing and it was my mom. My mom. And I'm still answering no questions. Nah, come on. That's my fiance, by the way, y'all. That's the realest.
If there is anything that you could change in the music industry, what would it be?
Y'all already asked this.
But I'm asking you.
So, it's a lot of things that I would change, but the first thing I would change is the lack of unity in Chicago, the competition. And I'm gonna be honest.
Say it.
Okay, so I'm an R&B singer, and I believe in unity because I know unity works better than being alone. It takes a team. And when I first came out to do music in the clubs, I started looking for the other artists, the women. And I'm like, where are all the women artists at? Where they at? And I started looking for them because I have these grand ideas of what to do, you know. So the competition started. And then you have the men that's in the background that's enforcing the competition, you know. And so it caused a lot of battles with Tia Songbird amongst other people because I don't bite my tongue. So I hit you real quick in your inbox and say, is there a problem between us? Because I thought we was cool and we was doing business. And I'm not going to say it was my first mistake, but I should have just sat down and analyzed everything. I'm a family-oriented person, so when I came into this industry, I thought family. This is my family.
Yes.
And so I treated everybody like I would my family. And the competition, I would definitely change the competition. Yes, I'm not taking away the fact that this is a competitive game, but that don't mean you have to join the competition.
Man.
It's not for you to make someone dislike somebody else or to compete with you can never compete with me.
Say it.
Ever.
Say it.
And I'm gonna say you can never compete with who I am because I am who I am, and I can never compete with who you are. You are who you are at the time that you are. Your greatness is where you at. And I'm going to support that. Support me on that level.
That's right.
But the competition started. And then the clique started. And then I was with, I'm not going to say the wrong people because that was my trials and tribulations. You understand me? That's something I had to witness. That's something I had to go through. That's something I had to come through. That's something I had to grow through.
That's right.
And I learned what I needed to learn. I didn't know much about the business. Another thing that needs to change. The artists need to learn the business portion of it, because we are getting taken advantage of. You know, and some of us don't understand that part of it. Unless we got somebody that's sitting there, and I understand that. We got somebody like, okay, so this means this, and then you got to do this, and then I'm one of those people, I'm hands-on. So once you show me, I got it. You can't come and say, look, you need to go over there and make a BMI, and I get on here and I'm reading all these words, now hold on, that don't sound right. I'm not going to touch it till I find out what exactly, like I had DistroKid for a long time, until a great woman pointed out to me, oh, they're taking all of your money. So I had took everything down. And then someone else had control over it, so I took everything down. And I'm in the rebuilding stage now, you know, so I would change the competition, the knowledge of the business.
I want to say something to the competition. I don't feel like competition should change. Reason being, without competition, nobody gets great. Without Michael Jordan, you have no Kobe Bryant. You know what I'm saying? I have to have something to look at to compete against that says, I gotta get better. It's
Well,
really with
that's
yourself.
no.
It's really with
You're
yourself.
speaking on inspiration.
That's
Inspiration
your-
and competition are two different
No,
things.
that's your competition.
But
That's competition.
that's inspiration. That's not competition. Competition. So
So
and
who do you wanna be
and I
better
had to
than?
really sit down with this a few years ago because I had something stolen from me. And let me show you what competition is. Competition is I want to be who you are. I'm finna do everything you do. I'm finna take everything you take. I'm finna wear what you wear. I'm finna steal your whole identity.
That's life.
That's competition.
That's
Inspiration is, you know what? You got that hairline. I'm finna go make some gel for your hairline.
That's life.
That's
That's
inspiration.
life. Somebody is going to copycat you. We have to be able to accept that competition.
We can
That's-
accept
okay.
that, but I'm
I
saying
can't-
what what we should change in Chicago. I'm looking at what's wrong in Chicago. What's wrong? No, it's not about the competition being the competition. It's about the competition stopping someone else's growth. It's hurting us. We could be inspired, but at the end of the day, we're talking about the negativity of the competition. Of course, competition is a part of life. You understand? Hold on. This just like they told me to do the verses, right? You know what? I would have got up there and did the verses, but the verses weren't gonna be a competition for me. The verses was finna be a business move for me. It wasn't about to be the competition. And we was gonna make a bag off of what you thought we were selling as a competition.
No. Business move for both of y'all just as well as it's a competition. Those people out there watching you compete against her, they are, okay, I think that song was better than hers. You are competing. Regardless of the fact, we just gotta let go of the anger. This is where the negativity comes. GS hop online and he say, ain't nobody better than me in R&B. You feel like he really dope. He shouldn't be saying that. Oh, I feel like he shouldn't be saying that. Now here comes the negativity. Because you felt some way that I feel this good about myself and what I put my craft into. That's where the problem comes in. Other than that, I have no problem with you because I said I'm a better pianist.
No, you're supposed to feel like I'm not talking about that type. That's not competition. You feeling like what you is not competition.
No,
you're supposed to feel.
Negativity comes in what you feel like I meant by what I said, as though when I say I'm dope, that it's a thin line between competition and inspiration. It's a very even if like I said and I stated before, yes, we know this is a competitive game. Why? Because you have supporters out there. You have people that want to buy this, that, and the third. That's the reason why I didn't do the verse, because guess what? I could get up there and listen to a GS the Brand, and I could listen to a Doug Olay, and I could say, well, shit, Doug song, that other song, that. I love that GS song, but Doug Olay song, that other song, and that's one of my favorite songs. This is why I don't do it, because everybody like what they gonna like. I like some of Beyonce, well, I love majority of Beyonce music. I ain't gonna lie, because I know every album, but that don't mean that I don't like Brandy. Or if I hear Brandy singing a song, I'm the consumer. Those are the ones that's in competition, not me. Yeah, that's not the side of competition. Yeah, and then it's friends. That's why I said, yeah, you get what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about.
I think she highlighted the point of like stepping down.
Yeah, that's
like,
right.
Yeah, that's what I'm speaking on.
Is it on?
Y'all could just Google TE''A Songbird. Everything gonna pop up.
thank you.
Woo.
So anything.